Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. We're back with Grand Arena, the final match of Season 31, a 3v3 season. We are in Kyber 2 bracket, holding on by our fingernails, but we are going to be knocked down if we lose, which is most likely what is going to be happening here. Last round was a pretty tight win. We were racing the clock, both of us. We were both playing within the final hour of Grand Arena. I ran out of time. His result is more debatable, whether it was time or just stopped playing. Because from the looks of it, he didn't even engage with Fleet. And he stopped playing before I did. I was playing up until the clock ran out. My front territory here, though, did get a few holds to stop him from clearing this area. So 2 from CLS, didn't even attempt Maul. Sortie surprisingly getting a hold. Up front, I think this was all one shot. Yeah, this was all one shot. We got Melgus here. I still got to add relic levels. And then up top, the Tuskens here getting a couple holds. We're back in business, so we have now been recording, or this match got recorded. Last week I wasn't able to record. There was BlueStack issues, just workload issues that prevented me from recording those matches. Today, my opponent is Marcus Opus, and he is a tough one. Here's what the bracket is showing for this player. 9 million GP. We are looking at 199 Zetas, 6 GLs, 9 Grand Arena Omicrons. His relic units are high but not unreasonable. A lot of depth at 181 gear, 11 plus units. That's more than a lot of players. So he's going to have most teams available. With the 6-dot mods, this is something that used to be one of my stronger advantages. Let me adjust this so you can see mine. Used to be one of my stronger advantages, but in Kyber 2 that is no longer looking to be the case. I've got a lot of materials that I will be at some point streaming and slicing those mods. Still working on figuring out when I'm going to do that. There's some other things I want to do first, but it'll be soonish. But usually I've had both advantages in the top 500 mods and the 6-dot mod. And just the pure counts, which you're seeing is not the case in this bracket anymore, which is too bad. Something I need to strengthen. Datacrons, this is one of my active focuses to make a lot stronger. These things are such a difference maker. You want these level 9 mods. Even though I have a lot of level 1 plus counts, that's kind of irrelevant. It really comes down to the high quality Datacrons and making sure you have the right ones to put on the right characters, and also having those squads at the right relic levels, because that second level 9 Datacron, that one's for Melgus, which I can't even use because I don't have those characters at the right relic levels. It's my current focus now that I have the profundity. You can see I'm the only guy with 2 GLs in this bracket. Everyone else has 6. Well, there's a 5 player and a 4 GL player, but everyone else has 6 GLs. Kind of seems like what is necessary for Kyber 2 these days, although with 3v3, that does. A lot of players do drop in 3v3 that could otherwise be higher, but the Kyber 2 bracket is very different than it was a few months ago. Opponent has Melgus unlocked, not at relics. No Omicron on Iden, which is interesting considering how many Grand Arena Omicrons he has. That's kind of a no-brainer one. Even at low gear level, you can throw that one on. No Savage. I'm the only player in this bracket with a Savage Omicron. Again, that was one I was going to put on right away. Those are the kinds of Omicrons I don't even think twice about. Just dropped a pen there. Just ignore that. And then speeds. He's gonna just murder me on Commander Ahsoka. Keep that in mind. The rest of these, we got Moff Gideon at 306, Maul at 296. We'll keep that in mind when we take a look at his characters in context. Raddus at 297. That's even closer. So let's take a look here at a little bit more in detail. There's the top end. Let's organize this by speed. His Raddus is at 297. And we know Moff Gideon's at 306. So somewhere in here is where he makes that adjustment to 300 speed characters. So he's pretty deep there. So he's a well-modded opponent. Looking at his defense, this is where things are going to get bad. We're not going to relook at my defense. I made no adjustments. That's in the recap. We clicked through all those territories. But this is something that I'm surprised more opponents don't do when they have this many GLs, especially, at least that I usually go up against, is putting them on defense to the degree that this guy is, because I can't mess with this. There's technically maybe a way through, but I don't really have the relic levels to handle some of this. So we got Grievous, Lord Vader, Rey, Dash, and Nute. We can Vader the Rey, except Han might mess that up. We'll give it a shot. Lord Vader, technically we could throw Fennec at it, but my Fennec squad is not at a level where I think we're going to be able to beat it. We might be able to take multiple teams at it and try cleaning it up, but it's going to be unlikely. And down below we see another 2 GLs. Plus his Starkiller squad. So we probably going to have to do like a Starkiller mirror, and then probably a JMK mirror, Qui-Gon, and then JML. We might... theoretically, it's possible. If everything goes right, we could win it. Like maybe we do JMK versus JMK and JML versus JML, but based on the relic levels and speed differences, I don't think that's going to work. So maybe we flip it. JML, hope JML takes the Annihilate ability from Cat, and JMK is going to have a much better chance up against this JML and Datacron than mine. But all this is very unlikely. We're probably going to do a lot of testing. We are going to play this, though, as if we've got a shot. I think we're going to start up top. Last thing I should add here is I do expect this guy to participate. He doesn't faux clear. Oh, we didn't do the hotbot. Well, let's do the hotbot. So here is the hotbot for Marcus Opus. Similarly sized guild, just slightly larger. Clears are half of mine. Undersizes, though, are pretty respectable, and he does do a lot of undersized battles from his Grand Arena history. It just seems like he doesn't do fleet at all, and there's a point in the battles where his participation stops. He kind of looks like he maybe does the easy or fast ones, like doing a lot of the solos, and doesn't go too much deeper than that, relying on his defense to secure wins. You can see the depth here of his roster with his relics, his Zetas, and Omicrons. The mods, again, were excellent relic units. He's a little bit heavier towards the high end. He's got the 8s, 9s, 7s, and 5s. He doesn't have that distribution at below 5 that you see a lot of players, including myself, have a little bit more. His GLs are all respectably modded at speed, but not at any extreme levels. And he's just, all these characters are just good enough. Alright, Profundity, I'm assuming that he just unlocked, like I did. But we'll see. He is a whale, so he does have Grand Inquisitor. That was in his history, so it's possible that he already has Profundity. But the low star count is what makes me think that he just unlocked him. Maybe I'll edit that in a different order. Maybe we'll stick with it that way. Alright. I think we need to start up here. I need to know how these go. Because here's what I'm thinking. This is why I'm going to do it this way. My best chance of clearing a territory is going to be this one in fleet. So I can at least get 2. Even if I go down below, because it's the 2 Jedi Galactic Legends, and I've talked about this in the past, those are the harder ones for me to deal with in Grand Arena, just because you have to be better modded, you have to have the right relic levels. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. If you've seen the past several Grand Arenas, you see sometimes that my JMK versus JMKs don't work out because my cat my cat's only relic 5, my JMK's relic 6, and my speeds aren't usually having the advantage. So even though I'm going to have a Datacron, it's probably not going to be enough. So if these battles don't go right, then I'm going to want my GLs to make sure I can clear this territory. Let's start with Vader. I think the way that we're going to play this... I haven't done this in... No, I have done this deck. I haven't done this in 3v3 up against anything good yet. But this is how I've been playing with it in Grand Arena. It's been very effective up against Reys. The problem, though, is with only 3 characters, it's a lot harder to get those cooldowns. But I do have the right Datacron. It took me forever to get this thing. But at least what it means is in this second, this seems really slow and choppy. I don't trust this right now. Alright, we're going to get into this. I'm most worried about Han. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. We need to do this. Okay. And this is why it's a little bit harder in 3v3. No, I want the basic because I need the ability block for the cooldowns. Okay. Yeah. Because if I were to chuck that thing, we wouldn't get back to Merciless Massacre fast enough. I need to give a little bit more attention over to Han. Do this in a... Okay. The question is, no, we're going to let them go to damage immunity. Because I need more stacks of dots. I want a lot of dots. Because the other option was I could have chucked it. Which in 5v5 I could have considered. I need to speed it up a little bit too. Alright, we've been talking too much. I gotta go much faster. I'd like to get... I should probably test out what's the lowest amount of these dots I can get away with. All I know is right now I want a lot. That's all I care about. I think we're probably pretty close. We'll just do one more round and then we'll let them take their turns. Alright. We will put weapons tech on Vader so he can get a turn quick. No one's taking a turn, so we'll go with dots. Protection mod over on 9th. Scary? No! This is why I was worried about Han. Alright, we're going to try Fennec up against this, but we're going to have the same issue where I just don't have the gear level on the bounty hunters to do this. Like, that's... We have to do Karga. The question is, do we want Mando or... You know what? Let's do Zam. Because I just think Mando's going to die. Zam, we at least get some extra stats, which will keep us alive. I don't like it. Let's go in. Is that enough for the contract? Let's just do it. Oh, seriously? Oh, jeez, man. I've got to somehow live long enough. Alright, there's the turn. Now we can do what we need to do. Perfect. Maybe I should have saved that. I didn't like that. All right. Maybe I should do the armor shreds. Don't die. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I don't know. It's about what I was expecting. Now, what can clean up Vader? Because Wampa can't do it. I wonder if Savage can do it. I doubt my Savage could do it. But a Savage. Not that it really matters, because we can't clear below now. Because I'm going to have to either JMK or... You know what? Let's just use my Star Killer here. I want to know what it looks like. Mine's not really at the relic levels, again, for it to work. And it's really better in 5v5, I think. But I want to see it in action. It's just one of those things I want more experience with. It's the more information, the better. And it's just, I need a higher relics on my Palpatine. Which will happen when I go for Sith Eternal Emperor. But right now, it's just not where it needs to be. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna clear this whatever way. And then we'll do the rest. And we'll test out stuff. This is just gonna be a heavy testing battle. Although... Let's just whatever, let's just do this. Let's just do this. I forgot I changed my datacron on that. I used to have a different one on Luke. I mean, this is expiring anyway, but this is technically the best one. It's just unnecessary at this point. Whatever, let's just do it. I'm just going to clear these top 2 territories. Not worry about down below. What am I talking about? I'm just reading things. I didn't need to do this. I was thinking about my burn. Yeah. I was reading Jedi Master Luke and thinking Jedi Knight Luke, and then just doesn't matter. I'm not reading things right. See, he's technically beatable with a lot of assists. And you know what? Like in 5v5, my troopers could do it. Like I clean them up with troopers in territory wars. This isn't gonna work. There's just not enough turns without the other guys. Let's just confirm. We'll confirm. Maybe at relics, but not with mine. Because maybe I could try with Moff Gideon. Yeah, let's not even bother at this point. I want to use Savage elsewhere. We're not going to mess around with that. Let's just be done with this. This is where we use JMK, and we will move on. Ah, jeez. These 6 GL players. I think this is what I was saying, I think, in the other video, where in order, I need at least, I don't even think 3 GLs is enough anymore. I think we need to be at 4 GLs, and that's what I'm rapidly preparing for. We're making a lot of adjustments. We've got Profundity now. We'll have Grand Inquisitor in probably the next 2 weeks. I'm expecting that event to come back. We'll have Ben Swallow next month. And now we know Dr. Aphra's coming, which I'm very excited for. I like those Vader comics. I think Dr. Aphra's a great character. And those kinds of characters where you can unlock them with less effort than a Galactic Legend and get a good return, like those Starkiller, Jedi Knight Lukes, all these kinds of characters, they are well worth it. I will probably be doing it first. Maybe not first. I'll probably do Jabba first because there's going to be a farming delay, but it'll be happening probably before the 4th GL. But it's all going to happen quick. I'm preparing the foundation for everything. Alright. Trying to decide where I want to test out Savage. and where I want to test out like the Hutt Cartel. No, that's not for Savage. We'll do Inquisitors here. I'll show you what those guys look like up against them. Although without Ninth Sister, it's going to be a lot harder. We'll do 8th. We'll at a minimum take out Qui-Gon. Where is it? Yeah. We'll have an even better one for them next time around. We'll get another Empire Datacron to throw at them. This next conquest. See, Ninth Sister would make this so much better. Okay, that's pretty good. Don't die. Nobody die. Good, good, good. No. Okay. No. No, 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 no. I want my protection up. See, with Ninth Sister, we'd be tanking already. Alright, let's... I'm going to hit Mace because I don't know if we get the protection up with the Foresight. Fifth Brother's the one I want to heal, so we're not going to use this ability yet. I am going to go for... You know what? Let's just get rid of the Foresight. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Bad. Bad. We need Ninth Sister. Yeah. Second Sister isn't going to do anything. We just needed that tank, and we would have at least gotten through Qui-Gon. I need to give Vader somebody else. But it was a question of who I have at Relics. So I guess I could have done like Malak or somebody. But you know what? Alright. Where do I want to do the rest of these testing? I don't really care about how efficient we're going to be. We're just going to try out these new squads. So we got Hutt Cartel, Raddus. Anyone else we want to test? I think we'll do Raddus here. Oh, Savage we want to test out too. I'd like that tenacity up Datacron with Savage if I had him at Relics. I think we're going to do Rogue One. I'm just trying to think through if we'd rather do this team up against Dash. I just think with the AoE, we're probably going to lose a lot of these characters. Which is going to be true with the Hutt Cartel as well. This kind of becomes one of the better places to do what testing we have left. Let's do Hutt Cartel first. Because they're going to do the worst, because they're at the lowest star count. Alright. Let's throw the disarm on Dooku. I don't even remember what it does exactly. And let's get thermals on everyone. Not quite. We want to do this ability, the Hutt's Favor, right away, because we get a double shot with the basic if we have Trusted Agent on our guy, which means it will be much faster to get the stacks we need. But we're not landing any thermals over on Nute, which is pretty annoying. And they've gone too quick. They've lost the Deadly Bluff, which is a huge problem. Let's do this. He'll come back if Bosch doesn't die. Alright. Bosch died. Alright. That's kind of what I was expecting. Why I didn't really want to take them up against this squad, but with the AoEs on those other squads, they were going to have little opportunity. Now, Rogue One, I think it's going to have a much better shot. Still not a great one, but better's better. That's fine. Does it dispel at all? Let's just do it. The AoEs are going to be pretty helpful. We got a bunch of exposes over on Dooku. Those will probably take him out once it's like Jin's turn. Ah, that's too bad. No, we don't need to do that. Everyone's got a lot of turn meter. And it's not a swap, it's just a turn meter exchange. Oh, that's the dispel, okay. Let's just do it. It's just, I know Dooku is going to counter and I'm going to not like doing it. I want to hit Dooku with Jin, because Jin can't die until Raddus dies. I should have saved that. I'm playing this wrong. We're going to throw Savage up against Dash, but I think it's going to go poorly. And I'm going to do a solo. We haven't done a lot of Savage solos yet. We've usually paired him with Talon or Malak or somebody else. And I think this will be an interesting test. And we'll clear the rest of the board. Or not the rest of the board, but the rest of this territory. Yeah, see, one of those abilities I think ignores defense. Yeah, that special is going to cause some problems. Ooh. Yeah. That's why I didn't like Dash. Dash has too many things going on with his kit. Is there anything else to test? That's all the new stuff, right? I think we're just going to clear this. Alright, there's nothing else. Yeah, let's just do this. Hondo's coming to the game. That's the other thing. I think it might be an age thing, but I don't really care about Hondo. I know he's very popular. A lot of people like him, but I watched Clone Wars only because of this game. I never really watched it until I started playing this, and it did nothing for me. There's many other characters I far preferred over Hondo. I just thought it was kind of lame. I think they were like leaning too much into the pirate theme, and that was... It was too... There was just too much dissonance between Star Wars and like a Johnny Depp character. And I don't think a lot of those episodes were particularly good. Who am I facing again? Oh, Dash. Why do I care? I don't care. It's not gonna matter. You know what I didn't do this? I don't think I saved Melgus for offense once. That was a mistake. I should have used Melgus at some point. I used him a lot last season before I had him at Relics. We'll do that next time, but I don't know if we'll still have a Datacron next time. No, No, it might expire just before the next 3v3 season, I think. You know what? He doesn't matter. He can't revive with gas lead. Let's check on how my opponent's doing. Oh, Bosk stood tall. Looks like Sign of Django got a hold. But he might be goofing around like I am. You know what? What do I have down below? We have Starkiller, 2 GLs, and what? Because I should still try and clear as many things as I can. There's the... I should have used gas up against Qui-Gon. And then Bosk. Where I already used the troopers. Or I guess I couldn't have used troopers here. We'll use... Okay, I know what we're going to do. We'll use JKR here. No. I think we'll take the protection up. I think the AoE is already burned, so let's just take out Qui-Gon now. That's bad. Alright. I should have played that differently. If I would have swapped, I probably would have been able to take out Qui-Gon, save the mark. That would have been the better way to play it. That Zam is going to mess up my JTR. It might still work. Because the first move is going to be getting rid of... There's going to be the AoE. I just need to be under stealth before execute is used. Although the extra damage boost... I don't know, this could go poorly. Yeah, that's what I worry about. We're not going to win, though. It happened too soon. Come on. Something at least. Yeah. Yeah, with the Gear 11 BB-8, a lot of things get pretty risky up against that Boba Fett. He just wants so many eyeballs, I've refused to do it. Come on. We're not going to get there. I need higher relics. Or maybe I should be going after Boba Fett. Getting this healing immunity so late is annoying. Come on, be enough. There we go. This has been a long video for not being able to do too much. But we have done a lot. We've thrown a lot of weak things at these squads to see what happens. And unfortunately learned very little. Let's just do Shaak. What do we use up against Nute is the thing. We'll save Shaak for Nute. I don't think this could easily not work. I'm just hoping Talon makes a little bit of a difference with the added stats and the revive. The Annihilate might be better, but we'll see. I'm doing the basic on Talon because it gets us through the cooldowns faster. Which gets us more of the loyal hand. I get the feeling this guy's just gonna attack me throughout the day or something. No, he's still playing. I'm kind of surprised he's having trouble. No, I mean, he's probably looking at me and thinking the same thing. We're probably both just doing dumb stuff. We'll take Fleet more seriously. Really? Okay, okay. Nice. Alright, let's move on. Oh, that's right, there's one more. I just want to move on and be done with this. 6 GLs is just a lot. Let's check down below and see if he even attempted a battle down there. And he's got, I know he uses like SLKR on offense, so he can take out my Melgus. He's got stuff. And it looks like he's got Tuskens left. Alright, and Fleet, we got Negotiator, and what else? Alright. And there's GLs all around. Only 6 stars on the MG100 though. So we'll do something like... Yeah, we'll do Executor, Malevolence, Rebels. Alright, we're gonna clear this now and be done with it. I gotta hit these blinds. Guess it wasn't those. Whatever. No, we don't need that. He'll be able to clear my fleet just as easily as I can clear his. He's got all the same stuff for offense. We got days over here. I don't want to do the... Perfect. All right. Profundity, I think I'm going to be setting on defense until I get more stars on it. It beats the Executor, but it's not... There's too much RNG when I'm doing my arena climbs. And I can't have that amount of RNG. At 5 stars, I might approach it differently. But it's not where we're at. Next month. I didn't have the time or the crystals to take it to 5 stars this time. And this guy does have Grand Inquisitors, so we know he has Second Sister at a good level. And the big thing here going up to the Chimera is you need to bring out a reinforcement right away. Okay. Just make sure the bomber goes down. Perfect. Take out Vader. Because what's going to happen in the next turn... That was a waste. It's fine, but it was a waste. Or the next turn now. It's the Chimera is going to use its ultimate. And it's going to take out multiple ships. Don't hit the foresight on the TIE fighter, just it's going to give the capital ship a turn. Definitely bring out another ship. Because you can imagine a scenario if I didn't have multiple ships out, like the Sunfac and Hyena Bomber could have gone down at the same time. That's how the Chimera gets holds. Because we're used to, with the Malevolence, just relying on the Vulture droids. We'll check out my opponent after this. He's going to beat me. He still has the advantage here. Alright, what do I want to do? Let's definitely Biston. What the Profundity is really allowing me to do is not have to take the Finalizer or the Raddus capital ship higher, those pilots higher. We'll hit Rose. Kind of a waste of that ability, but I'm fine with that. Definitely bringing out Cassian once we get our turn too, because we'll dispel all this nonsense. Because what really matters is the deflector shield on this fleet. That's what makes Home 1 devastating against it. Because all the deflector shield creates foresight, which allows the ultimate on the Raddus to cool down faster. Oh, I should have taken the days off on those ships. I didn't realize everyone had days. I thought it matters too much. It's actually probably causing the Falcon to assist more to leave the days on those other ships. Alright. The only way I can win is if he can't clear my bottom territory. And he can't clear my ships, which is all highly unlikely. Yeah, he's already ahead of me. And we've made as much progress as we're going to make. So we'll start up here. And he's probably going to stop playing once he's confident in his win. So he needed 3 attempts up against this thing? It's excessive. It's not even a datacron that works with that territory, I don't think. I just like the stats it gave. Yeah, he one-shot everything there. Trouble here up against Maul. Let's check out fleet. He tends not to fight the fleet, and from his history, his banner count is always very low. So it's either because he runs out of enough counters because he sets all his GLs on defense, or because he just stops playing. I don't know either way, but he's already won. Congratulations to Marcus Opus. This is what I was expecting with this Kyber 2 bracket. I kind of wished we would have been in Kyber 2 in the middle round last week so that we could have used this. So what would have happened is we would have fell out of Kyber 2, started this final week in Kyber 3, and then that would what is going on here? Okay. Which then would have allowed me to climb up into Kyber 2 to end the season, which would have meant more crystals during the off period. But we'll be knocked out of Kyber 2 with this match. But we'll wrap it up there. I think I'm going to have a few videos coming out during the next week where we got a gear video I want to do. I want to talk a little bit about the Dr. Afra announcement. And there's a few other things that I haven't had an opportunity to opine on, so we'll put my thoughts out on some of the other recent things like Jabba's kit, some of these other Omicrons that were announced. And then maybe we'll speculate on what other characters we could be seeing. And now that it's October, I believe we're due for the next quarterly speculation video. So we have that to put out. So, decent amount of work to do in the coming days. But thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.